from your local weather authority.
Good morning, I'm forecaster Kaylee Hunt. Looking at temperatures right now, 46 in Fresno, 50 in Madera, and 49 right now in Merced. We could be seeing a little bit of spotty, isolated showers. We are going to see more rain as the day progresses, but let's take a look at the day planner. 49 by lunchtime, 51 by 2 p.m. Average is 63, and then by 4 p.m. it is going to be 50 degrees. KC24 Midday starts now.
Local news that matters. This is KC24 News Midday.
Just ahead right here on KC24 Midday, President Trump's national emergency declaration is stirring up controversy for a number of reasons. We have the latest. And 7 people are out of their homes this morning after a fire broke out in Fresno. We have the very latest details on where exactly this all happened. And good morning and welcome to KC24 Midday here on this Wednesday. I'm Joe Mueller. Thanks so much for joining us. This morning, opposition is growing over President Trump's declaration of an emergency in order to get money for his border wall. Overnight, the ACLU joined 17 states in filing lawsuits alleging Trump's declaration is unconstitutional. NBC's Kristen Welker has the latest.
Overnight, the opposition mounting to President Trump's emergency declaration to get his border wall built. The American Civil Liberties Union becoming the latest group to sue the administration over its move, joined by several other advocacy groups. Writing in documents, the president's declaration was made solely out of disagreement with Congress's decision about the proper funding level, location, and timetable for constructing a border wall. For his part, President Trump defiant Tuesday in the face of another lawsuit filed by 16 states.
I think in the end, we're going to be very successful with the lawsuit. It's an open and closed case.
Mr. Trump predicting victory over the legal battle to stop him from redirecting $3.6 billion in military construction funds to pay for his wall. The president doubling down, saying he's got an absolute right to declare a national emergency.
We need strong borders. We have to stop drugs and crime and criminals and human trafficking, and we have to stop all of those things that a strong wall will stop.
The lawsuit filed in the 9th U.S. Circuit Court of Appeals in San Francisco argues that the president has used the pretext of a manufactured crisis of unlawful immigration to declare a national emergency. All of the attorneys general in the 16 states are Democrats, but they deny politics is at play. New Mexico's attorney general speaking out overnight.
Actually, he has to follow the rule of law. We don't have kings in this country, and this is not about the king's funding.
Governor Gavin Newsom is pushing back against the Trump administration and their decision to pull nearly $1 billion in grant money for the high-speed rail project. Former Fresno County Supervisor Henry Perea says it's retaliation for California suing the Trump administration over the emergency declaration to build the border wall.
I think we have a governor that knows how to play chess against someone in the White House who plays checkers. So I'll put my money on the Governor Newsom every day of the week.
Newsom and local Democrats say this is President Trump playing to politics. Federal railroad administrators say they are taking back their money because the rail authority is not making reasonable progress. Near this midday, 7 people are out of their home this morning after a fire broke out in their attic. Fresno firefighters were called out to the area of South Parallel and East Lyle Avenues around 8 o'clock this morning. Fire crews say the family was home at the time, but all made it out safely. The Red Cross is now assisting 4 adults and the 3 teens who were impacted by the blaze. Now to a developing story. 2 people are dead after a high-speed chase with Border Patrol agents near San Diego. Authorities say a man and woman illegally crossed the border last night. There was a car waiting for them on the other side. The driver led agents on a chase reaching up to 100 miles per hour and crashed into a truck. The driver and another man both died. The woman is in the hospital listed in critical condition.
This is something that Border Patrol agents pursue and enforce on a daily basis. And this is just an example of the dangers that alien smuggling organizations put people in. It's a very tragic event.
No word yet on what country those people came from just yet. It was a close call for this Nevada Highway Patrol trooper. A suspected drunk driver plowed right into his patrol car during a traffic stop. This is newly released video. You can see the trooper jump out of the way just in time. Dash cam and body cam videos show the moment of impact that sends him flying. The veteran trooper walked away with minor injuries, but his car was severely damaged. Now the suspected DUI driver faces many charges. Developing story out of Fresno. 2 people are in the hospital after being shot in an alleyway. Police say the shooting happened last night near Marks and Fremont in Fresno. Investigators tell us gang members were involved and say multiple shots were fired.
When we initially arrived, there was multiple people inside this residence. They were being uncooperative and hostile with officers. We had several of our special response teams arrive to assist with clearing apartments and making sure there was no additional victims inside.
Police say they found one victim hit in the torso. The other was shot 3 times. One is in critical condition. The other is expected to be okay. They are still looking for those suspects involved in this. If you have any information, call the Fresno Police Department. And Fresno police are also searching for the suspects who robbed and attacked a store clerk. This was all caught on camera as well. Take a look. This happened at the Hustler Hollywood store on Shaw Avenue. Police say the 3 suspects were shopping. When they were checking out, their card was declined. One of them grabbed the merchandise and ran.
The store clerk follows him out, and that's when the Hispanic male suspect begins punching him in the face multiple times.
All right, the suspects drove a white Nissan Maxima. License plate reads 8GAD615. You see right there. If you see that car, call police. Next year this morning out of the South Valley, a U.S. Army veteran in Bakersfield found his lost uniform in an antique store. Zenos Lopez served in the Army as a parachute rigger from 2004 to 2010. He says he lost his uniform when he moved in 2016. Well, recently, Lopez was in an antique mall and came across the lost uniform with medals and all. The owner of the shop said he could tell that Lopez was the rightful owner, and he let him have it for free.
He saw that it was mine, and he thanked me for my service and said, you know, you earned it, you take it. I almost cried in here because I was so happy, and I just can't be more thankful.
Great story right there. Lopez says he'll add his uniform to a shadow box he's been building to commemorate his time in the military. Glad he found it. Each week we honor a teacher in the Valley who goes above and beyond. Christina Tatro goes to Clovis High and introduces us to Sylvia Ciccarelli.
Congratulations, Mrs. Ciccarelli, for being the KC24 Educator of the Week.
She bashfully smiles, receiving any recognition.
Well deserved.
Sylvia Ciccarelli's students think the world of her.
Great teacher, really caring for her students, and wishing the best for all of us.
I nominated her because I feel like she's really dedicated about what she does.
Trevor Steincypher has been in Mrs. Ciccarelli's Spanish class almost his entire time at Clovis High. He even came back as her teacher's assistant.
High school can be difficult for a lot of different reasons. A lot of different things can come up, and it's important to have a high school teacher that's dedicated like that to so that just they can connect with their students, and the students learn better when teachers connect with students.
They spend a big part of their life here, and if a student doesn't feel welcome or doesn't have good relationships, then their whole, high school experience is really not that great.
The walls of Mrs. Ciccarelli's room are filled with vocab words, history, and encouragement in Spanish. Her passion for the language runs deep, something she tries to teach to each of her students.
I love the language, I love the culture, and I just think it's important that we learn about other countries, about other cultures, and we learn other languages.
Why Sylvia Ciccarelli is our KC24 Educator of the Week. Christina Tatro, KC24, local news that matters.
Coming up here on KC24 Midday, when a small appliance breaks in your home, do you buy a new one or do you repair it? We'll take a look at some of the options, but first, here's Kaylee.
And it's National Love Your Pet Day. Later on, we will be showing some of the pets from KC24. But first, how much rain will the valley get? Well, I'll let you know soon. But first, here's your 4-day allergy forecast brought to you by Dr. Emma Midian with the Allergy Institute. We are looking to be moderate today, low on Thursday and on Friday.
Community matters. Chinatown's lost history and hopes to resurrect it.
Saving Chinatown on KC24 News Thursday at 6.
With the idea of dressing gentlemen for the field, for fashion, or for fun, Sasanos brings durability and style to town with American-made Western wear. You'll find what you're looking for at Sasanos. Western wear, top-of-the-line work and dress boots, all kinds of hats, brand-name clothing. It's all here. And with great selection comes great service. Sasanos Menswear, 5th and Pulaski in the heart of Old Town Clovis.
Stay connected with local news at yourcentralvalley.com and your local weather authority forecast every day. KC24 News is always available at yourcentralvalley.com.
Get your taxes done today, starting at just $99.
Your friends at Radiance Tax Services are ready to save you money on taxes. And e-filing means you could get your refund in just 10 days.
Call Radiance Tax Service now, the home of the $99 tax return.
Atlanta's Private Investigations is trusted by businesses and attorneys to find the answers they need. Atlanta's investigators have the skills, training, and experience in research, surveillance, and the fieldwork necessary to get evidence and answers. They're the investigators to use. Professional, timely, dependable, discreet. When you have questions, your answers are here. Atlanta's Private Investigations, specializing in asset recovery, surveillance, and personal dossiers.
When you're a member of Golden One Credit Union, you're special because you're part of a not-for-profit financial cooperative with the strength of 1 million other members right behind you, helping you get lower loan rates, fewer fees, and giving you the respect.
Welcome back. Let's take a look at our Valley Cam network powered by Premium Urgent Care. And here's a look at our Kauai Delta Sky Cam in Visalia. Now, they haven't seen any rain just quite yet, but you can see the clouds are there. They're present. We are expected to see a little bit of rain today, which is some good news.
Yeah,
overall.
we'll take it.
Yes.
We'll take any rain we can get. We don't want to go back to those drought days, but you still have most of the day. It rains a little bit later.
Yes, rains later, little bit of sprinkles, but again, nowhere near as much rain as we have seen in the past week, which is good.
Yeah,
I know roads have been slick for a very long time, but talking about snow, we have seen so much snow.
Yeah, and
Love
this
it.
is a little cooler too, so we'll see those elevations drop,
Yes.
which is cool to experience and check out.
Yes, here is our sky cam from Hume Lake. A lot of snow, most definitely everywhere. Snow in the higher elevation, snow in the lower elevation as well. Here's a look at some weather headlines. So plenty of clouds. Showers are going to move in, and we are looking at very low snow levels. We're talking about 2,000 feet of elevation. Very exciting news. But let's take a look at temperatures for the valley. 46 in Fresno, 50 degrees in Madera, 45 in Hanford, and a little bit cooler towards the South Valley, still in the mid 40s, 46 in Visalia, and even looking at Porterville, looking to be at 47. Here's a look at our forecast high for the day. 52 is what's forecasted. Now, yes, we are below average for our low and our high. Our low this morning, 38, average is 42, and then our high, 52, average is supposed to be 63. So we are more than 10 degrees below average for today for our high. Here's a look at air quality forecasted for the day. The rain has definitely done us some good. We are looking to be good all the way from Merced down to Tulare counties. Good air quality for today. But let's take a look at the satellite radar. As the day progresses, you are going to notice just a few sprinkles throughout your day, so make sure you have your umbrella handy. However, we are going to see some more rain come later on tonight. As you can see, that low pressure is anchored just a little bit up north. As the day progresses, it will make its way down towards south, which means we can be seeing some more rain and some more snow in the higher elevation. Definitely some good news all around. Here's a look at the outlook for the rest of the day. Throughout the day, you can expect to see some rain make its way through, heading up from the North Valley down to the Central Valley, then down to the South Valley. As you can see, Madera and Fresno expected to see some rain around 5 p.m. So as you're heading off work, commuting home, make sure you take your time. Roadways are going to be slick. And take a look at this at the higher elevation. Yes, they are expected to see some more snow. And as the night progresses around 10 p.m., most of that rain will still make its way through down south, and higher elevation could still be seeing some snow levels. And then by tomorrow morning, still going to be some cloudy conditions. We could see a few lingering showers, but by the afternoon, later on in the day tomorrow, skies should start to clear up and we could see the sun peek on out. And still, snow is very prevalent in the higher elevation. And then by Thursday night, for the most part, that storm system should make its way through and leave. But here's a look at a rain total forecast for today. For most of the valley, we are looking to be just under a 1/10 of an inch. Fresno looking to be at a little less than a 1/10 of an inch as well. But here's a look at the 5-day forecast for you. Overall, it is going to be relatively cooler than average. 52 is what's forecasted for today. 37 is our low. Isolated sprinkles come tomorrow. 52 once again on Thursday, and then later on 34. By Friday, it's going to be 54. And it's going to be 35 by Saturday. It is going to be another partly cloudy day, 58, 59 on Sunday. Overall, very mild conditions. We are going to see a few sprinkles here and there Wednesday into the weekend, but then the sun is going to peek out, but the rain's not done yet. Yes, another storm making its way through Monday into Tuesday. A little bit warmer though, 58 on Monday, 60 degrees on Tuesday. And as always, you can get more weather updates on yourcentralvalley.com.
All right. Thank you, Kaylee, for that report. But did you know today is a very special day?
It is a very special day. I'm excited.
It is National Love Your Pet Day. All right. This is a picture of your fish.
Yes, my beta named Tornado, weather name, super cute. I got him.
I was trying to make out what it was from you.
Yes, it's a beta fish, red beta fish. Got him January 1st, actually.
All right. Well, congratulations on the beta fish. All right, and Love Your Pet Day can be celebrated by giving your pet extra attention and pampering. We have some pet photos. So this morning we posted on Facebook, and people were posting a lot of their dogs and cats, and we had bunnies, we had a pony, we had a bunch of stuff. So if you want to post your picture, go to KC24's Instagram. You can post on Instagram too, but Facebook page, and you just comment there your picture and the name. We want the names too, because we want to be able to share them.
Cute.
And we've been sharing these all day long. I think we could just do this all day long.
Definitely.
Right?
Too cute. Look at that dog, Maddie.
There we go. So if you have a puppy or cat or any pet, be sure to share it with us on our Facebook page. We have like 300 comments on there.
I love it.
We like it too. All right, we'll keep sharing these throughout the newscast, but for now, we'll be right back.
They believe their boys were murdered.
New Dr. Phil. Dr. Phil, today at 4 on KC24.
After my car wreck with the semi, I didn't know trucking companies carry big insurance policies.
I didn't know a lawyer could help me with all of my medical bills.
I didn't know the insurance company was going to try to take advantage of me.
We do know. We know injury law, and we know how to win. If you've been hurt in a car wreck, call us right now.
Dunyan Law knows how to win.
They got me a great settlement.
Call us. It's just that easy.
Call 1-877-DUNYAN, DUNNION.
This winter, digitize, duplicate, and share those precious family memories at Horn Photo. Protect those priceless pictures of your grandparents, your high school prom, or that special family vacation. Just bring in your boxes and we'll take it from there. Our archival professionals at Horn Photo will scan pictures or transfer video and movies into an easy-to-share format the whole family will enjoy. Save 20% now on your entire order during the Digitize, Duplicate, and Share event at Horn Photo in the Villaggio.
Sometimes, bipolar 1 disorder can make you feel like you have no limits. But mania, such as unusual changes in your mood, activity, or energy levels, can leave you on shaky ground. Help take control by asking your healthcare provider about Vraylar. Vraylar treats acute mania of bipolar 1 disorder. Vraylar significantly reduces overall manic symptoms and was proven in adults with mixed episodes who have both mania and depression. Vraylar should not be used in elderly patients with dementia due to increased risk of death or stroke. Call your doctor about fever, stiff muscles, or confusion, which may mean a life-threatening reaction, or uncontrollable muscle movements, which may be permanent. Side effects may not appear for several weeks. High cholesterol and weight gain, high blood sugar, which can lead to coma or death, decreased white blood cells, which can be fatal, dizziness upon standing, falls, seizures, impaired judgment, heat sensitivity, and trouble swallowing may occur. You're more than just your bipolar 1. Ask about Vraylar.
It's frightening how much fun you'll have at Ghost Golf. Book your scary good party today. You'll love the 18-hole indoor haunted graveyard course, and you'll get free plays at the Mummy Shooting Gallery, arcades, and air hockey. Family-friendly Ghost Golf. Good times will haunt you.
Welcome back in Consumer Matters. With new appliances and other home items readily available at discount stores, it might seem like replacing worn out or broken things like toasters, vacuums, and lamps is the easiest remedy. But in today's Angie's List report, we learned that repair shops still exist and you can save some serious bucks. It's easy to toss the toaster that keeps burning your toast. It's even a great excuse to upgrade. But enough of us are heading to the repair shop to make that industry still a viable one.
You might be surprised to find out the repair industry is doing just fine. Across the 30 categories related to repair over the last 10 years, they're holding steady or even growing.
The U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics back this up, showing virtually no change in employment with the repair industry. And Angie's List records indicate a steady stream of repair jobs for things like gas grills and musical instruments. Repairs for screens, large appliances, and furniture have dropped only slightly.
There are a couple of items that people tend to replace rather than repair, and they include VCR and watches. You know, let's face it, VCRs are becoming more outdated, even though I still have one myself. Watches still get repaired periodically, but not as much as they did 10 years ago.
When it comes to electronics and appliances, Angie's List recommends using its cost plus age formula to determine whether to replace or repair. Replace any item if the repair will cost more than half the price of buying a new one, and if it's nearing the end of its useful life. Apply similar logic to expensive clothing and jewelry.
If the consumer made an initial investment in that was pretty large, let's say in a refrigerator, and they can get it fixed for a couple $100, they may opt to repair.
Worried you can't find a repairman or woman? Don't be. Employment experts and Angie's List show there are plenty of them out there still going strong. In Technology Matters this morning, Tesla's CEO Elon Musk says the company will have the technology to operate cars without drivers by the end of the year. It means the car will be able to go pick you up all by itself and then drive you to your destination. Musk says the self-driving option will still need to be studied. The CEO also says regulations could slow down the launch. Most of our smartphones are full of photos and videos taken on the fly. Why not turn them into a video slideshow? Mike P.C. Wendland shows us how.
Lomotive creates slideshows out of pictures and videos. It's easy to use. You can crop, trim, cut, duplicate, and delete, and you can add music to your videos with thousands of tracks and new music being added daily. When you're done, your video slideshow can then be shared on Instagram, Snapchat, and more. It's free for iOS and Android. Flipagram creates slideshows from a variety of sources like camera rolls, Instagram, Facebook profiles, and more. You can edit the photos, filter them, text can be added. It also allows you to add music from the library it has or your own. It comes with its own social network too, where you can post your videos. It's free for iOS with premium features available. And Slideshow Movie Maker makes video slideshows with features that allow you to adjust for mood, filters, and transitions. You can add music from the app's available collection or add your own, and you can also select the slideshow's length, even add extra touches like text and stickers before you send it out for your friends. It's free for iOS, but requires a subscription after a trial period.
Well, would you like more information about all of this? I've made it easy for you. All you have to do is go over to my PC Mike Tech blog. There is my address on your screen. I've built in direct links to everything I just showed you. Till next time, I'm PC Mike Wendland for NBC News.
Next year this morning, would you eat meat that's grown from animal cells? Well, a Bay Area company is growing and testing this out. Technically, this is chicken, but this specific nugget came from a chicken that is still alive and free. It was made at a food startup just headquartered in San Francisco.
We work with farmers. We get a cell from their animals because they know their animals best. We get it from the root of a feather, a slaughtered piece of meat, a biopsy. We bring that cell in. We find nutrients to enable that cell to grow, and we manufacture meat in the cleanest, safest possible way.
This is very interesting. All right, this company is trying to figure out how to make the process of creating cell-based meat affordable for consumers. Just also plans to make Wagyu beef from cells. It announced a new partnership with a high-end Japanese supplier. But first, the company needs a green light from the USDA and FDA. The technology is so new that two agencies recently announced they would oversee the production of cultured meat. Next this morning, when you go to clean out your trash or fridge, you may want to double check the date of the package. Experts say you may be throwing out perfectly good food. Researchers at Johns Hopkins University surveyed over 1,000 adults about how frequently they throw out food based on the date listed. Nearly 40% said they always or usually discarded food if it was near the listed date. More than half thought that the date was federally regulated, but it is not. Experts say if the label says best if used by, that just means the quality of the item may decrease, but it's still okay to be consumed. Only a few items may have a used by label, and those are the ones that should be thrown out after the date for safety reasons. In Community Matters, Outback Steakhouse is offering a special Heroes discount this week for active and retired military members. It's part of a partnership with Operation Homefront. It's a nonprofit that supports military families. Today and tomorrow at any Outback location, service members, police, firefighters, and first responders can get 20% off their entire check. After tomorrow, Outback says Heroes can still get a 10% discount on their check every day. Very cool. When we return right here on KC24 Midday, we have tips on how to slow down hair loss. Some may be able to stop it completely. And a robotic pharmacy in Saudi Arabia is making it a little bit easier to get that prescription. We'll take a look at this next.
Together at Hot PK Gastropub in downtown Fresno.
For more information on this business, go to yourcentralvalley.com and click on Central Valley Local. Here's some expert advice from yourcentralvalley.com's health calls.
I'm Dr. Arminian. Are you suffering from a constant runny nose or sneezing year-round? You may have vasomotor rhinitis. The Allergy Institute can help. Call for an appointment today.
Due to overwhelming response, Solar for America by Peterson Dean is continuing to give prepaid gift cards worth up to $3,000. Become your own utility when you buy any 12-panel or more solar system or new roof from Peterson Dean, and we'll give you a prepaid credit card good for 15% of your materials. That's up to $3,000 going right back into your pocket. Use it however you want. Plus, pay nothing down, no interest. You don't even have to make a payment till 2021. The 30% federal tax credit on solar decreases at the end of the year, so don't wait. Call today to get huge savings on your electricity forever. 15% back instantly as a prepaid card, and you don't even have to make a payment for 2 years. Get installed by the most experienced team in the business with 36 years and over 1 million roofs and solar systems installed. These gift cards won't last. Call 888-909-3470. That's 888-909-3470.
Fresno County Horse Park hosts 3-day events, triathlons of exhilarating cross-country, elegant dressage, and thrilling show jumping for riders of all ages. It's a valley gem for riders, trainers, and spectators. Fresno County Horse Park October, off Herndon and 99.
You can just put it in there. It's okay. I'll just clip it on there.
Huge winter storm, folks. You're never going to believe this, but it's money. It's coming down the size of Benjamins. $900,000 is headed your way with Chuck Chansey Gold's Flurries of Fortune. Cash drawings are Fridays and Saturdays at 8 and 10 p.m. with free kiosk swipes daily. And don't miss the $50,000 grand prize drawing on Saturday, February 23rd at 10 p.m.
30 seconds.
Tonight, the Chicago crossover.
Okay.
It's the epic fire and painting crossover. Chicago.
In health matters, hair loss can be difficult to cope with no matter who you are. The good news is there are things you can do for it to slow it down or even stop it sometimes. Hayla Hernandez shows us.
We pull it, style it, heat it, and by the time we notice hair is thinning, we want to reverse it immediately. Experts recommend natural remedies like biotin supplements or tea tree oil shampoo, since tea tree oil is supposed to unclog hair follicles and nourish roots. Hairstylist Bianca Smothers says people come in asking how to improve thinning hair all the time.
Of all ages and different types of thinning too.
She says the key to healthy hair is a healthy scalp. So your first step might be to come to the salon and ask for a scalp treatment.
If that doesn't get the results you're looking for, she highly recommends this Renee Furterer 4-step process you can do at home.
There's a scalp treatment, there's a shampoo, and then there's a leave-in serum that you put all over the scalp.
She says she used it herself around the temple and loves it. But even within the same salon, I find differing opinions. Hairstylist Angelica Ramirez prefers this treatment by Kerastase.
You're going to put it right down the middle, 2 times on the side, and if your scalp is going to really soak it in and just make that hair just come in a lot stronger and healthier.
Overall, the biggest mistake they say clients make is not using the product long enough.
All right, patients in Saudi Arabia can now receive their medicine at pharmacies in less than 10 seconds. It's quick. It's all thanks to a new automated system to handle and dispense drugs to customers. Self-service machines are also available to help customers buy pharmaceutical products that do not require doctor prescriptions. All right, it's Wednesday, and that means it's time for our Ask the Vet segment. Joining me today is Dr. Stepinski with Waterhouse Animal Hospital. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. Thank you so much for joining us. So
Sure.
we are right in the middle of flu season, but viewers want to know, is there a flu season for cats and dogs? If so, what do we need to do or look out for?
There's actually not a flu season that we particularly see. It's just whenever the virus passes around, and then it can happen like in a boarding facility or a dog park or somewhere, and all of a sudden all the dogs get it, then it kind of calms down for a while, then it might come back again.
Just kind of goes around. Okay, so
Yeah.
what are some things you can do to prevent your dog from getting that flu?
There is a flu vaccine that's available now. That there's 2 strains of the flu. It prevents both strains. So the vaccine's recommended. If the dog's going to be boarding, they definitely need the vaccine. If you go to dog parks, dog beaches, anywhere you're going to be around a lot of other dogs,
Yeah.
doggy daycare.
Is that the same thing as the influenza vaccine?
Yes, same thing, yes.
And a lot of boarding places now require that, right?
They do, yes. A lot of them do. Some of them don't, but you need to check way ahead because you need at least a month ahead
Yeah,
to
it
get
takes
the
some time.
vaccine done. Yeah.
This is sort of a newer thing, too, right? In the past
It
year or
is. You
so?
know, we didn't have an outbreak at all until January, February of last year. It was the first outbreak we've ever seen in Fresno for the flu.
Interesting. And what has your feedback been with the vaccines and people coming in? How much are they, too, if you know that?
I think they're around $35 maybe. They need 2 vaccines, 3 to 4 weeks apart, and then it's yearly after that. The
So
vaccine,
it's a yearly thing, kind of like a human,
yeah,
right? Okay,
yeah.
interesting. And if you're going to get these vaccines, do you do anything with your pet to prepare, food-wise, anything like that, or is it just?
No, it seems to be a very safe vaccine. I actually haven't had any reactions to the vaccine at all. The dogs seem to do really well. We don't really see this in cats, very, very rare in cats.
Is there a vaccine for cats?
No.
No, so it's just the dogs,
Just the dogs,
pups.
yeah.
All right, and like you mentioned, they can get the virus from going to a dog park or something like that.
Yes.
Is that the most common place you've seen dogs kind of get it from, or is it just out in the public walking around? Or?
It's the boarding facilities has been, at least here in Fresno, that was like, I think a dog maybe from San Francisco or somewhere had it, came, boarded at a place, and then exposed the other dogs in that boarding facility, and then they exposed other dogs, so.
All right, we're also talking about things you should do for your current pets before adopting another one. What should you do for your dogs or cat?
A lot of people don't realize you should make sure your current pet is current on vaccines because you don't want the new one to bring anything home to him. You should also make sure you use some type of flea control. I hear this all the time. They come in, they've had the dog for a week, it's covered in fleas, and now they have fleas in their house, and their old pets are going to get fleas.
And internal parasites as well, that's a big thing.
Yeah, that is too.
Especially with puppies.
Yeah. So contact with the puppy, new puppy, to the adult dog. So there are preventatives that the dog can go on once a month all year round, and that way your dog won't end up with internal parasites.
And the parasites thing is, I mean, it's pretty common to get them from puppies from their mom, right? Is that how it works?
It is, yeah. It's either directly through the mom or through the stool that it comes. It's very, very common. And some of those parasites are contagious to people.
Oh, interesting.
So the more you can do for prevention, the better off everybody will be.
Perfect. And anything else you want them to know as far as like kennels or separation from the other pets or anything like that?
Yeah, definitely. I would say keep them separated for at least a week or two. That way.
Like completely?
I would.
Okay.
That way, if the new dog has kennel cough or parvo or something, sometimes the symptoms don't show up right away. They may not show up for 2 to 7 days. So if you keep them separated, your old pets will be grateful for that.
I got anxiety when I got my puppy because he was 2 months old, but he was kind of shy to himself a little bit. New home, I guess it just was, and I thought it was something more important than that. What are signs that should look out for when it comes to like parvo?
They just seem a little too quiet at first. You don't realize it, but the puppy's not playing as much as it should. It's not really eating that much. And then all of a sudden the signs come on right away. They're vomiting, they're diarrhea, they get super sick really quickly.
All right, useful information today. We appreciate you coming in from the flu to a new pet. It was all very good. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
All right, still to come here on KC24 Midday. If you have visited the Grand Canyon, there is a warning you might want to know about. This story is up next.
Fresno Unified's Parent University empowers, engages, and connects families to supports that help promote student achievement. Through Parent University, families can participate in various learning opportunities, including how to support your students' transition into middle school and high school, the college application process, and how to improve your school's neighborhood. Parents learn to become strong advocates and connect to critical resources within the district and community. Learn how Parent University can support you by visiting FresnoUnified.org.
Life happens sometimes, and getting sick or injured can cost us time. The one thing we can't get back. When we're stuck in bed sick or our children sprain an ankle, trying to heal up on your own can take a long time. Premium Urgent Care can help you speed up the healing process. With our online appointment setting to our strategically located medical facilities, we'll help you through life's setbacks. Your best ability is your availability. Let Premium Urgent Care help you get back on your feet. Premium Urgent Care, because life happens.
It's not just your first mortgage. It's the relief of getting a mortgage loan from EECU that treats you well and helps you get out of that backyard you never, ever wanted. The party's in my backyard mortgage loan from EECU. Home loans members can be proud of for generations. EECU, smarter banking since 1934.
You wouldn't accept an incomplete job from anyone else. Why accept it from your allergy pills? Flonase Sensimist relieves all your worst symptoms, including nasal congestion, which most pills don't, and all from a gentle mist you can barely feel. Flonase Sensimist.
Dare to dream. Dare to love the home you live in. Keystone Kitchen and Bath.
Now YourCentralValley.com. Pros who know.
Local news that matters. This is KC24 News Midday.
Good morning, I'm forecaster Kaylee Hunt. Now we are looking at colder temperatures today than yesterday, 46, which is cooler than average. But let's take a look at some weather headlines. Plenty of clouds as you're heading out the door today. Showers will move in. We will have scattered showers throughout the day, but very low snow levels. We could be seeing snow levels as low as 2,000 to 3,000 feet. Here's a look at temperatures right now. 46 in Fresno, 50 degrees right now in Madera, 49 in Merced, Los Banos, 53. And towards the south end of the valley, a little bit cooler in the mid, if not lower 40s. Lemoore 41, Hanford 45, and then Visalia is sitting at 46. However, we are going to warm up just a little bit, still below average for this time of year. Our low this morning was 38. average is 42, and then we are going to warm up to 52 degrees, but take a look at the average. Average for this time of year is supposed to be 63, so yes, we are more than 10 degrees below where we are supposed to be because of that cloud coverage and those rainy conditions, but the rain is doing us some good for air quality. Merced all the way down to Tulare looking to be good for today, which is definitely some good news. But taking a look at the satellite radar, you may have noticed a few sprinkles early this morning. We did have a little bit of a storm system roll through, but for the most part, the bulk of that rain will not make its way through until later on in the afternoon. As you can see, cloudy skies is in the forecast and a little bit of snow flurries for the higher elevation, as well as some snow from late last night. But taking a look at the bigger picture, so the coast is seeing some rain right now. We will not be seeing rain until later on, but we do have a low pressure anchored up north. It will eventually make its way down south, getting closer to the valley, which means, yes, we could be seeing some rain. Here's a look at the future forecast. So as of right now, partly cloudy conditions. Yes, snow in the higher elevation, even as low as Oakhurst. Very exciting. They've been seeing a lot of snow this past couple of storm systems. But taking a look later, around 5 p.m., you are going to notice that storm system that bringing in some rain will make its way down south, first hitting Merced, passing Merced to Madera, and then Fresno. So yes, you can expect to see some rain here in the valley later on, some more steady rain than that isolated sprinkles that we did get around 5 p.m. and some snow in the higher elevation as well. And later on by 10 p.m., most of that rain activity will start to make its way down south, not as rainy later on in the evening into tomorrow morning, and snow will start to fizzle out as well. But by tomorrow morning around 7 a.m., still looking at some partly cloudy conditions for Fresno and towards the south end of the valley. Visalia and Lemoore could still be waking up to a few sprinkles, but if you do live up in the North Valley, tomorrow morning will be just a little bit clearer than what it was this morning, and snow is still prevalent in the higher elevation. Now later on around lunchtime on Thursday, not as rainy, not as cloudy as today, and then throughout the day on Thursday around 7 p.m., still looking at clear conditions. The sun will actually peek on out tomorrow. But here's a look at the rainfall forecast. Now we are expected to see some rain. However, not a lot of rain for most of the valley. We are looking to stay under a 1/10 of an inch, but overall our rain totals for the valley is looking better this season than yet last. We are looking at over average rain totals, and that's going to continue because, well, today rainy, tomorrow isolated sprinkles with a high of 52, our low 34, and then by Friday mostly sunny, Saturday partly cloudy, and then Sunday getting milder. 59 is our high on Sunday. Into the next work week, isolated showers. So we have another storm system coming through Sunday into Monday and Monday into Tuesday. So the rain is not over yet, but this weekend, good news, looking to be partly cloudy and a little bit milder. And for more weather updates, be sure to head on over to yourcentralvalley.com. Joe, over to you.
Now we continue to follow this developing story. Sexual abuse victims are speaking out about being left out of a meeting with Pope Francis at the Vatican. Church leaders are expected to meet starting tomorrow to address the recent sexual abuse scandal that's rocked the church during a 3-day summit at the Vatican. Today, members of the Ending Clergy Abuse Association gathered near St. Peter's Square to express their anger, accusing Pope Francis of snubbing survivors of abuse by the clergy.
And it is a real shame that we are outside here in the gates and not able to be part of the summit that is taking place. And not only that, to hear that Pope Francis will not even come and address us, which is a real shame.
The church has repeatedly come under fire for its handling of the sexual abuse crisis, which exposed how predator priests were moved from parish to parish instead of being defrocked or turned over to civilian authorities around the world. Next this morning, President Trump's Space Force is one step closer to becoming reality. He's working to launch his plans for the 6th branch of the military.
Space, that's the next step, and we have to be prepared.
The Secretary of Defense is coming up with a plan for what Space Force will be. Some Air Force leaders worry a majority of their space-focused airmen will be taken away.
And we've been in a robust debate, as you imagine, and sort of where is the right place to land. I will have a Space Force chief, then I'll be the Air Force chief, and then we'll work for the Secretary of the Air Force.
Interesting. It's interesting there. According to the Air Force, it could cost about $13 billion to launch the Space Force, but Acting Secretary of Defense Patrick Shanahan says it will cost less than $5 billion. Australia says climate change is to blame for a mammal recently becoming extinct. This is the bramble K. malamas. It's a small brown rat that lived on a tiny coral island on the Great Barrier Reef. The University of Queensland declared the animal extinct in 2016, saying it had not been seen for nearly 10 years. Those findings have been confirmed by the Australian government, which blames the animal's demise on rising sea levels, leading to dramatic habitat loss. Now to a warning to anyone who visited the Grand Canyon over the last 2 decades. Health officials say you may have been exposed to unsafe levels of uranium. The park's health and safety manager says that anyone who visited the park's museum collections building between the year 2000 and June 15, 2018 were possibly exposed. The uranium in question was found in 3 buckets stored next to a taxidermy exhibit in the museum. Well, the National Park Service says they removed the buckets last June and disposed of its contents in a nearby uranium mine. The buckets were then returned to the museum. The Department of Interior and nuclear engineering experts say they believe the uranium exposure was unlikely to be hazardous to visitors. The Department of Interior is working with OSHA and state officials to investigate what happened.
So what are we out here doing?
Doing a hot chocolate stand to help Trump make the wall.
Now to Texas, a 7-year-old boy selling hot chocolate for a cause has people talking. He wants the proceeds to go toward building President Trump's border wall. His parents say he got the idea from watching Trump's State of the Union speech, and he won't deny that they are Trump supporters. The stand has small Beto marshmallows for free, or customers can opt for the larger ones called Nancy Pelosi marshmallows. That's an extra 50 cents. Reviews on this have been mixed.
I think kids getting out, showing a little, freedom of speech, there's nothing wrong with that.
When you're 7 years old, probably not your own opinion, so it's a little bit aggressive.
The boy's mom says he's raised $1,400 with online sales bumping his donations to over $5,000. The boy's parents say they're considering donating the money to a GoFundMe page dedicated to building the wall. One Smart Cookie is whipping up a winning recipe for Girl Scout sales near Denver. Take a look. Girl Scout Momoa Samoas. Girl Scout Charlotte Holmberg and her mother put pictures of a shirtless Aquaman, Jason Momoa, on boxes of Samoas, making the coconut-crusted chocolate and caramel cookies more appealing. Now the beefed-up Samoas are selling like hotcakes.
The moms are getting really excited and they're saying that they need them. The girls will want to buy some because he's on the front, and the boys will also want to buy some because he might be like their favorite character.
There you go. Much of the response has been positive, but some people point out there would be an uproar if Boy Scouts plastered pictures of lingerie models on their popcorn. No word from Mr. Momoa himself on how he feels about the sales pitch. Hundreds of illuminated drones flew in formation in southern China last night, celebrating the Lantern Festival. The drones created different 3D formations, including some characters. The Lantern Festival marks the end of the Chinese New Year celebration. Looks cool. All right, coming up after the break here, another film is set to hit theaters. This one is a tribute to another rock star. We'll have more on this next.
Examples of education in our community.
Education Matters, Mondays on KC24.
Made possible by EECU, Fresno State, and Table Mountain Rancheria.
Furnace breakdown? Oh no! That could be a $3,300 bill you weren't expecting. Fridge on the fritz? Oh, that could cost you $2,500. Get the First American Home Warranty Plan. And when a covered item breaks, call or click. That's it. And we'll repair or replace it for you. We have plans that cover air conditioning, most appliances, plus heating, plumbing, electrical systems, and much more. Plans start as low as $25 a month. Why let a major system or appliance breakdown bust your budget or go through the hassle of trying to find trustworthy service people?
Saved us thousands of dollars. And I know they have my back.
Last year alone, we saved our customers over $140 million. Don't wait until it's too late and you're stuck with a huge repair bill.
If you don't have First American Warranty, get it.
Call 1-866-789-5677 or visit protectmybudget.com for a free no-obligation quote. That's 1-866-789-5677.
Due to overwhelming response, Solar for America by Peterson Dean is continuing to give prepaid gift cards worth up to $3,000. Become your own utility when you buy any 12-panel or more solar system or new roof from Peterson Dean, and we'll give you a prepaid credit card good for 15% of your materials. That's up to $3,000 going right back into your pocket. Use it however you want. Plus, pay nothing down, no interest. You don't even have to make a payment till 2021. The 30% federal tax credit on solar decreases at the end of the year, so don't wait. Call today to get huge savings on your electricity forever. 15% back instantly as a prepaid card, and you don't even have to make a payment for 2 years. Get installed by the most experienced team in the business with 36 years and over 1 million roofs and solar systems installed. These gift cards won't last. Call 888-909-3470. That's 888-909-3470.
Buddy Check 24 raises breast cancer awareness and saves Central Valley lives. Friday is Buddy Check Day. Call your buddy and remind them to do a BSC. Brought to you by our partners.
Welcome back. Let's take a look at our Valley Cam network powered by Premium Urgent Care. And you're looking at our Kaiser Peak Sky Cam in the Sierra National Forest. A lot of snow, cloudy conditions. Overall, it's going to be another cloudy day. Now this morning, we did actually get a few sprinkles here in the valley. For the most part, most of the rain is actually going to come later in the day. So around 3 to 5 p.m. on your commute home from work, you could be running into some rain activity. But here's a look at the satellite radar. You are going to notice, yes, a few sprinkles, and towards the coast, they are definitely getting some rain activity as well. But taking a bigger picture, rain is going to make its way through later on in the afternoon, and more snow in the higher elevation. Here's a look at our day planner. By lunchtime, 49, 2 p.m., 51, and then by 4 p.m., slowly starting to decrease. By 6 p.m., 47, cool evening, and then by 8 p.m., a chilly night with a high of 44. Next 3 days, looking to be a little less rainy. Isolated sprinkles, 52 on Thursday, 54 on Friday, and then Saturday, it is actually going to be partly cloudy. The sun is going to peek out, and the next chance we have for another rain system is actually going to be Sunday into Monday, and then Monday into Tuesday. So this weekend is going to be partly cloudy, but for the most part, dry. Joe, over to you.
All right, one of the directors of Bohemian Rhapsody is now directing a movie about another legendary singer. David Daniel has that and much more in the Hollywood Minute.
Bernie talking? Yeah, I like your lyrics. Yeah, and I could hear the whole tune in my head. It was all there. I could see all the notes. Blue Jean Baby, lady.
Here's your latest look at the Elton John biopic, Rocket Man, with Taron Egerton playing the superstar and singing those so familiar hits. Rocket Man zooms into theaters May 31st.
I said, how?
No luck for Emma Thompson. Sources tell The Hollywood Reporter the Oscar winner has dropped her voice role in the Skydance animation movie Luck due to concerns about working with John Lasseter, the studio's new leader. Lasseter left Disney Pixar after he was accused of sexual misconduct. He later apologized.
I see it, I like it, I want it, I got it, yeah.
Ariana Grande's got it all right. Not only is her hit 7 Rings still #1 on the Billboard Hot 100, 11 different songs off her album Thank You Next are in the top 40. That's a Billboard record for the most simultaneous top 40 hits by a female artist. That includes the top 3 spots on the chart, something only one other act has done 55 years ago, a little group called the Beatles. In Hollywood, I'm David Daniel.
All right, up next here on KC24 Midday, imagine skydiving over the pyramids. Sounds like a lot of fun. I'll tell you more about this next.
and we know how to win.
Dunyan Law knows how to win.
Call us. It's just that easy.
This is an important message for anyone with Medicare. You may be eligible for an all-in-one Medicare plan that combines hospital, medical, and prescription drug coverage together with extra benefits that may include dental, vision, hearing aids, and much more. Some of these plans have a $0 monthly premium regardless of your income. That's right. For one low plan premium, or in some cases a $0 premium, you may be able to get coverage for your hospital visits, doctor appointments, prescription drugs, routine dental care, eyeglasses and contact lenses, hearing aids, and possibly more. Today may be the first time you've heard about this type of Medicare plan. You worked hard for your Medicare. Now is the time for your Medicare to work hard for you. Call now to see if you qualify. Call the number on your screen now. Call now to see if you qualify for these benefits. Not affiliated with or acting on behalf of any government agency or program.
Unique gourmet pizzas made with special dough and house-made sauces, chicken wings, salads, and more, craft beers and wines. They all add up to a primo dining experience. Primo Pizza. Great food, great beer, and great service is our standard. On Chestnut at Shepherd.
No Surrender Laser Tag and Adventure Park is where the adventure begins for the whole family. 3 stories of courses, classic video games, revolutionary virtual reality, and laser tag battles. Refuel at No Surrender's Mess Hall with burgers, pizzas, loaded appetizers, and treats for all the troops. It's huge.
This is KC24 News Midday.
All right, welcome back finally from us this midday. A big skydiving event in Egypt took people over the country's famous pyramids. Take a look at this. The event took place in Giza over the weekend. 150 people from over 30 countries, including the U.S. and Japan, took part. Participants said they enjoyed the beautiful scenery, taking in the big pyramids from a different perspective. They look small from up there, but you know they're not.
Yeah, they're huge. How scary, honestly, but it looks beautiful there. Clear skies, probably really warm.
Yeah, a little different than here.
Yes.
But, what time are showers coming in?
A little rainy, 3 to 5 p.m. Expect the showers, but then by Thursday, a little bit warmer and a little bit sunnier.
And a better weekend. All right, that'll do it for us here. We'll see you all tomorrow bright and early on Sunrise at 5 a.m. Have a good one.